Hi, welcome back. If you haven't heard of TangoTab, then you need to. It's a free restaurant app that offers free appetizers, half-price drinks, and any other deals in the restaurants, and also helps local food banks at the same time. I am here with the philanthropreneur, Andre Angel. Nice to see you, Andre.
Nice to see you.
To tell us all about TangoTab, and Jonathan Sium from the original Pancake House, one of the partners of TangoTab. Gents, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
So Andre, tell me, how and when did TangoTab start?
So we started TangoTab in early January of 2012.
Right.
And we've launched it in Dallas, New York, Chicago, LA, and a few cities. And the idea behind TangoTab is that restaurants would like to bring you offers to bring you in when they need you. So it creates an offering to, or the restaurant would create an offer to the consumers. Our passionate consumers who are passionate about our cause also will go dine out and receive a discounted offer. And when they eat, we feed a hungry person or a family in need. So when you eat, a hungry person will eat.
You see, that's amazing, isn't it? And that's your tagline: when you eat, they eat.
Our tagline is when you eat, they eat, and it's more than a tagline. It's actually the core of the business.
Right.
The idea behind the business is that we have a huge hunger problem in the U.S. And we found a self-sustaining solution to this problem because there's nobody else really solving this problem. I mean, there are food banks that are trying to distribute the food to people in, our families in need.
Right.
And this way, we eat so much in restaurants as a nation, and every time somebody goes out to eat, everybody is winning throughout the process. The restaurant is getting a new consumer to try their meals at the times that they want. A consumer is getting a wonderful offer. TangoTab gets a small transaction fee, and we use that to feed hungry people.
Isn't that I mean, it's truly amazing. And what was it that made your light bulb go off saying, this is what I need to do?
Well, the idea of TangoTab was initially a business solution, right? So I'm an entrepreneur who's done a few businesses. When I looked at the restaurant business, I found that there is a yield management problem, which is effectively how do you maximize the return on an asset? And when you think about it from a restaurant perspective, an empty seat is a very expensive seat for the restaurateur.
Absolutely,
right?
Yep.
So the idea of how do I create marginal profitability from that underutilized asset was the problem we were trying to address. And then I discovered the hunger issue totally by coincidence. And when I saw how many hungry people we have in the US, and the numbers are just unthinkable. I mean, we have 1 in 6 Americans who are hungry, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that this should be the core of the business. And unbeknownst to me, it became actually such an attractive offering to all the consumers that are joining us and growing our passionate consumer base.
Absolutely. And you have had, I mean, in just over a year, 15 months of you having TangoTab in business, I mean, how many meals have you fed for hungry people?
We have donated over 170,000 meals.
Gosh, 170,000 meals.
Yes.
That's extraordinary.
Thank you.
Wow. And then it will just continue to grow as TangoTab, as people get to know about it more and more.
Absolutely. So I mean, we're doing this with the help of our consumers, with the help of partner restaurants like Jonathan, who really join us and take this cause on personally. So we all eat out. We, as Americans, actually eat out 1 billion meals a week in restaurants.
Oh, my
which
life.
Is
really?
Absolutely tremendous.
That is, yeah.
Right? And we have 50 million hungry Americans, right? So the whole cause is creating, or the model creates a win-win-win-win. Everybody that's participating in this is actually winning something.
It is a win.
And if I'm going out to eat, getting a wonderful meal at a slightly discounted offer, and somebody else is eating, I say, why not?
Well, it's a no-brainer, isn't
Absolutely.
it? And so, Jonathan, for you as a partner of TangoTab, I mean, obviously it makes sense why you'd be involved. But when you first heard about TangoTab, were you immediately, yes, this is what we want to be involved in?
Well, I think it took a conversation with one of Andre's people to really understand how the system worked. But there's no question that one of the first things that just appealed to you is the fact that you're helping, you're being involved in the community, direct community, immediate community. And as you know, restaurant people are very passionate people. That's why we're in this business of feeding people and celebrating and things. Yep. So it really clicked. Then it was just a matter of, okay, so how do we understand the dynamics? Excuse me. So that really.
And once you understood it, you were straight on board.
And then we were on board.
And so every one of your original Pancake House locations, there is a deal at some time or another with TangoTab.
Yes, in fact, we tested it in a couple of our restaurants, got some really good results right off. Andre and his people helped us decipher it, look at it, and we said, okay, let's sign on all our restaurants. We have 6 locations here in the Dallas area.
Fantastic. And you've got some really great restaurants that you have on board.
We have about 1,000 restaurants now in the Dallas area, and they're all, we call them our partner restaurants, and they're all wonderful people, very similar to Jonathan in their approach and their kindness towards their community. They feel that, sorry for taking your words, Jonathan, but they feel that they need to support the community around them, and that's really the core of what TangoTab does.
Right.
So when we do our donations, we do them actually in the local community that we generated that income from. So if you're in Dallas, it's going to a local charity in Dallas. If you're in Plano, it's going in Plano, etc. And even around the country, in New York, we do certain partnerships with local charities as well.
Well, what's even better is that you can travel with TangoTab on your phone, and you can go around the country and look at participating restaurants.
Absolutely. So there's of course there are multiple apps, which is kind of the latest inventions in the last few years. But the app will geolocate where you are, and will find all the offers that are around you at that time. And these offers are limited time offers. So the offer is available today between 11 and 2. It's a lunch offer at these specific restaurants. You'll get these offers. It's so easy to claim. All you say is, I want it, and you claim the offer. And when you walk into the restaurant with that offer, the application takes over actually and checks you in. The restaurant knows that you're there. TangoTab knows that you're there. Of course, the consumer knows that they're there because they're physically there. And the restaurant will greet them appropriately because they know that these people are very passionate about the cause and very passionate about this restaurant. And it's again that win.
Andre, I want it, and I'm dressed to go out. So quite frankly, I will.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Exactly. Go and check them out. TangoTab.com. Thank you, gents, for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm Emily Hargrove. We'll see you next time. Remember to keep up with Prime online at onprimetv.com. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And thank you so much to Ali Kush in Snyder Plaza in Dallas for providing me with my really wonderful wardrobe. Go to www.ali-kush.com.